So if you haven't been keeping up with the Power Ranger news slash rumours, there's been a lot of talk about David Yost, aka Billy Cranston, the original Blue Ranger, will be returning next year in the 30th season of Power Rangers. And in my video I talked about what Rangers would you guys like to see return, and I got a lot of answers about all these different Rangers that could return, so that gave me an idea. Why not do some kind of what if series about what if this Ranger showed up in the final season and what role they could provide in that season, and we can sort of speculate and guess where they've been the entire time since we last saw them. So let's talk about a Ranger that I feel like needs some spotlight if he gets his own focus episode in the 30th season of Power Rangers, because I feel like they could do a lot with this character and sort of fill in the gaps where they've been in the past couple of years, and that is Rocky. So Rocky never appeared in Forever Red due to Steve Cardenas moving. Now, Rocky did later appear in Dimensions in Danger and Super Ninja Steel, but he barely had any speaking lines, and the one image you see of Rocky in that episode is that face that Steve is making as he's getting freed from the machine. So I feel like if they bring back Rocky in the 30th season, there's a lot they could do with the character and sort of fill in the gaps where he's been in the last couple of years, because the last time we saw Rocky, he had kind of injured himself in the Turbo movie and he was slowly recovering from those said injuries. So why not sort of have a backstory for Rocky to tell us how he recovered from his injuries, how he sort of built himself back up and got back into fighting, being a Ranger. Okay, so we got to give a scenario if Rocky appeared in one episode of this brand new season. So here's the scenario for the episode. The Ranger that gets the focus in the episode injures himself really badly. They're unable to move and they're unsure if their Ranger days are numbered. While they're sort of recovering from their injuries, they run into Rocky, and Rocky sort of tells them what happened to him in the Turbo movie, how his Ranger days were over, and how he was slowly recovering and he had to find a replacement. But then we can go over what happened after sort of Rocky left Turbo and Zeo and stuff like that, and we can sort of go into the recovery process that Rocky went into as he was slowly able to walk again. Not only that, Rocky can talk about how he sort of built himself back up and started training again so he can start using his morphing powers once again. And maybe they can slip in a joke that's saying that Rocky was training so hard that he might have missed the call for Forever Red and stuff like that. That'd be a little funny meta joke if they slipped it in there. I mean, you can see him doing it, so like you can see Rocky training, his phone's going off, he doesn't answer it, and stuff like that. That'd be a funny joke. Would it be funny? I don't know. So you can see sort of Rocky training and building himself back up, and then later down the line it sort of ties into what happens into Dimensions in Danger, and then after that you can sort of see Rocky keep training again, and he sort of sticks around for later stuff down the line if his Ranger duties are needed. So while Rocky is sort of hanging around this town, wherever this town or city will be, where our brand new Ranger team will be, he bumps into this Ranger and, like I said, gives him some inspirational quotes saying, even though you feel like your injuries might hold you back, don't let them hold you back, and you're a Ranger and you never quit and stuff like that. He gives the typical Power Rangers speech, and this inspires the characters so much that they use their morpher regardless of their injuries, and somehow through the power of the Morphin Grid, they're able to walk again or fight again, and they're able to help out their teammates, sort of conquering their fear and able to help them out again. So yeah, that's my what if scenario if Rocky returned in the next Power Rangers season later down the line. I don't know if it's going to happen or will it happen, but I feel like these videos are fun little scenarios to make up on the spot and talk about what if this character returned or what if that character returned and stuff like that. And if this video does well, maybe I'll continue the series and do other characters, and you guys can leave suggestions on what characters I can cover in this future video series if it takes off and does well. So what character would you like to see return later down the line? I know a lot of people are going to say Tommy, and I do have an idea in mind for Tommy, and that might be in the next video. So with that said, I'm going to bring this video to a close. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Special thanks to the members such as Swaggerful and Andrew McCoyle. If you want to get your name shouted out like these guys over here, hit the join button or become a Patreon supporter for special perks and stuff like that on the channel. With that said, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, bye.